It's not something like to my short training services based in Bradford in the UK. Big thank you to all you guys who subscribe to the channel. As I promised you, every time that we get asked individual faults and how to diagnose faults, we'll share everything that we know and what we've learned over the past 11 years, specialising in the Navara and the Pathfinder 2.5 YD25 engine. It's been a long 11 years, trust me. I have tried and tested many means and ways on things you can and can't do on saving money being a Nissan Navara owner. Now, one of the biggest things that I've mentioned before, and I'll mention it again, it's imperative that you do not remap the Nissan Navara YD25 engine. The engine is already a poor engine, my channel proves that. But if you're remapping it and asking excessive force from the fuel injectors, you might be getting better fuel economy short term, but the long term problems, wow, they can cause you immense problems and immense parts failures. I've got a customer in New Zealand who's got an automatic Navara and he's having issues with it. So Dave, this is a little one that'll help you in your diagnosis with the vehicle that you're working on at the moment. To cut a long story short, if you've got an automatic Navara and it has a DPF filter in it and you've remapped it and it's overfueling, honestly, trust me, you're going to have nothing but future problems in the future, and it all starts with the fuel injectors. You have a look there. See how badly carbonised that one is? See that? And also the colour there compared to that one there. Yeah, so that would suggest to me that 2 out of the 4 are faulty and they're the 2. So what I'll do with them injectors is I use a company called Feather Diesels based in Ellender. So I'll give them a call, they'll come and collect them, they'll test them and they'll fully recondition them. Now Feather Diesels are an authorised Denso agent. So using them, I am absolutely 100% certain that when I get the injectors back, they'll be absolutely fine and everything will be replaced with new. Now, if you use some of the aftermarket fuel injector specialists, sometimes they only half recondition them. So I don't like that when I'm building an engine, because at the end of the day, it's such a huge job when you're building an engine. The last thing you want to do is have a problem 6 months later. And there's another thing that I need to make you aware of. If you've just had reconditioned injectors fitted to your vehicle and you're still getting poor economy and you don't know the history of the vehicle, the likelihood of that vehicle being remapped is very high. So you need to get that checked and tested and set back to factory settings if it has been remapped. That way you will get a longer life out of your vehicle. Now anyway, as I can tell you, faulty injectors will fill the DPF faster. So if, say for instance, that you're going up a big hill and it starts losing power and the temperature starts going up, but what you keep doing is keep pressing on the accelerator, trying to ask more power out of it to get it up the hill, it's 9 times out of 10 a breathing problem. So what you've got to remember with a Navara is you can be dealing with 2 or 3 issues at once, not just one. You know, it doesn't mean to say they've only got timing chain issues, because that, again, my channel proves that absolutely everything on this table can fail. I mean, the oil cooler's a regular one for failing. The exhaust gas recirculation unit's regular for failing. And both electrically and mechanically. Sometimes a blanking plate will help, but on some occasions, when it's electrical faulty, you've got to change it for a new one, because the ECU is registering the fact that it's faulty and will put you into limp mode. Now, one of the things that I need to make you aware of is that if you're overheating with a breathing problem on DPF, sometimes you have to do a regen twice. Don't just do it once, do it twice. I know it's a bit of a bugbear, but at the end of the day, it will help you. And if it's breathing better, it'll perform better. So that's the main thing. Now, that's all I can really share with you within this particular vehicle. Like I say, it plumes of black smoke constantly, and eventually started overheating. So you guys somewhere out there is going to be going through exactly what this particular vehicle is going through, and I've stripped it to the bones. I'm going to fit new piston rings, big ends and mains were fine. We'll redo the cylinder head, we'll have it pressure tested and skimmed, we'll have the injectors reconditioned, we'll rebuild this engine for the customer, get it fitted, and hopefully, happy days, he will be able to drive it home within the next few days. Right, we've got some really interesting videos coming and planned for you in the near future, so we're going to be able to share some really exciting stuff, and I'm really looking forward to it. Things and avenues we've not been down before. So give us a like, subscribe to our channel, find us on Facebook, give us a ring if you need my help and assistance on 01274 663 999, or email westyorkshireengines@gmail.com. Come again.